They said the sea gives and the sea takes, but for one quiet English village, the sea took everything and never gave it back. This is the true story of Hallsands, the village that fell asleep and never woke up. Hallsands once stood proudly on the rugged Devon coast of England. A small, tightly knit fishing community. Dozens of stone cottages stacked along a cliffside, boats tied neatly in rows, smoke drifting from chimneys as wives called their husbands in for supper. It was the kind of place where time seemed to pause, where everyone knew everyone, and the sea was both friend and provider. But beneath the calm waves, a disaster was already in motion. In 1897, engineers began dredging the seabed near Hallsands. They were gathering shingle, sand and gravel to expand the naval dockyard at Plymouth. To the government, it was progress. To the villagers, it was strange. Their beach began to shrink, tides crept closer, and the protective barrier that had guarded their homes for centuries started to vanish. The villagers begged officials to stop. They wrote letters, they petitioned, they warned that without the shingle, the sea would come for them. But no one listened. The government dismissed them as superstitious. The mining continued. 600,000 tons of sand were stripped away. Then came the storm. On the night of January 26, 1917, the winds changed. The sky turned black. The sea rose higher than anyone had ever seen. Waves slammed into the cliffs like fists. Windows shattered. Roofs tore free. By dawn, most of Hallsands was gone. The sea had devoured nearly everything. The fishing boats were splinters. The beach was gone. Houses that had stood for generations were now part of the seafloor. Only one house remained, the home of the Pretlove sisters, two women who refused to abandon what little was left. For years, they lived alone, watching the waves crash against what had once been their neighbors' homes. People said you could see them standing on the balcony at sunset, staring into the sea that had taken their world. They became ghosts in their own lifetime, the last witnesses of a vanished village. Today, Hallsands is nothing more than a broken cliff and a story told in whispers. You can visit the viewing point above the ruins where the outlines of walls and rooftops still lie beneath the tides. It's haunting, a glimpse of what once was, half swallowed by the sea. Some say on stormy nights when the wind cuts through the cliffs you can still hear it. The laughter of children, the crackle of fires, the shouts of fishermen returning home. Echoes of a village that fought the sea and lost. Hallsands didn't just vanish, it was erased by human greed. Because it wasn't the storm that destroyed it. It was the years of dredging that stripped away the land's only defense. The sea simply came to collect what humans had already taken. And as the waves continued to rise each year, Hallsands remains a warning, carved into England's coastline, whispering through the mist, reminding us that no empire, no village, and no human ambition can ever conquer the ocean.